Okay.
He's on the way. He's on the bar.
Okay, perfect. Action. Alright.
Found I clicked it. There you go.
Alright, place it down.
Look at that timing, so good.
Hi boys. Clap so that I can sync it. You have to do it, I'm the one of... Let's start off the way that we started last time. Was I find it funny how 6 years ago we all kind of looked down upon drinking and smoking and drugs and everything else as well, and now 6 years later it's kind of like what all of us do on a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
Well, not a daily basis,
You
but...
cracked dead. Yeah, I know. I feel like if our S1 selves had known our S6 selves, they would have judged us. Pretty disappointed in myself, I would be. You just spoke like Yoda.
5 or 6 years ago we were 13, right?
Yeah. 13 or 12 even.
13 or 12.
I'm not as bad as some people, but 13-year-old Mary would definitely be disappointed. Same with 13-year-old Freya. We'd look down and be like, oh my god, what are you doing? And I'd be like, it's all fine, it's part of living.
When James and that group
Charlie,
smoked weed for them, we were like,
yeah, we were like, oh, what
even
bad
in,
people they
second
are.
year when we heard people in 2 years above were doing it, we were like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? It was like...
You can't do that. It's ridiculous.
Like move. Got leaked.
They got leaked like 4 times!
And he's like, no one brings it up ever.
Got addicted to... So...
Crack.
I don't really,
I would say...
I wouldn't push the whole drug taking side of things. But
I'm sure would. I'm sure he's really on board with that.
Not when you get like unconscious from like drinking or throwing up fish and chips.
Wait till you go to uni.
Wait till we get to the fucking memories.
Remember when did weed before France? Before France, and we were all telling him like as we were going onto plane, you're like, yeah, and, you know they have like sniffer dogs at the airport, and he was like bricking himself, and was like, I never do drugs, like, and then like in the vape store, and me, you and Adam were standing outside, and
Mr. come along, and they're like, they walk right up to us, and we can see in the window of the shop where they've got like cannabis on display, and we can see them, and Mr. just completely miss them, and we're like bricking ourselves, like, fuck, they're gonna.
We're like, alright boys,
we're like 12 years old.
I
think it was an S4 when people started when people started drinking. Neil got hooked onto weed and instantly.
Were you mad? What are you on about?
How poor of a job that we all did with the leaf pile this year and 5th year.
I would have been. That's because they policed the heads. Do you remember? Like first, second, maybe third. I can't remember much of third year, but first and second year, like it was nobody. They didn't give a shit. You leaf piled everyone.
The only thing I remember with the leaf pile.
But like fourth, fifth, and sixth year for us, they were like. They all stood around outside as soon as it was like
it's kind of gay.
all of autumn when all the leaves were around. They were like, they got all the Jannies and shit to clean it up because they were like, nah, we don't want any of this happening this year.
They made sure to cut it off.
And also because we really couldn't really be arsed. Or I couldn't be arsed picking up
But they're such fat kids now.
That's because I wasn't there, to be fair.
Oh yeah, of course. You
would have done fuck off. If I was there, everyone would be leaf piled. Yeah. Like if I say someone's leaf piled, they're leaf piled. That was pretty
quite disappointing considering the previous years. I used to be scared shitless.
Cameron, why were you scared? You're a fat boy. They couldn't pick you up.
I was 12, Ewan.
Yeah, but they couldn't pick you up. Look at it.
Fat.
I'm sure Cameron was never scared of the leaf pile.
It's the same with with the snowballs as well. It's like, oh, you can throw snowballs in the grass, and then someone got a rock off the head, and it was like, okay, no snowballs at all. And then Miss Murison and fucking Mr. Allen and all that, and Mr. Martin, they'd all come out and be like, no, you're not allowed to do that. But the leaf pile used to be brutal. When we were in first year, people get their heads stomped on, their heads kicked in, and fucking couldn't breathe because you get smashed in the ribs. But it was poor from us. It was.
Sam Andrews as well got his head kicked in.
Yeah, he got done. he got wrecked.
Crucified.
Yeah, he got wrecked.
Probably.
I think he's in jail.
What else have I got to say?
Probably so much shit.
Over the 6 years, do you feel like you've had a point where you've actually like matured at all?
Mature is not a word that tends to be associated with me.
We don't hand it about lightly.
I feel like we've matured to an extent of not being overtly offensive to every single person we walk past in the street.
there was kind of like a thing in the group of our friends, especially where like
us.
Yeah, just sort of like everything offensive was just like funny, and we just like would be like horrible, and like looking on back in that, I cringe so hard now, just like the way we used to like act and like do shit in school, or like scream, and it's just awful.
See with the
It's gonna cut to me throwing up in the corner.
I don't remember about like maturing, but I just remember all of a sudden feeling really grown up. Like we had to like exams. I remember being like,
I feel like in a way, yes.
Yeah.
Because like none of us have been sent to guidance since 4th year, so progression.
Exactly.
So I would say that's a win.
Then I also still feel like my S2 self.
True.
There was that one time we teamed up on the debate team. It had never been seen before. And we teamed up.
We took them to the park.
That was pretty mature of us.
I was mature before 6 years ago. 3rd year. When I turned 9. No, 3rd year. So me and Neve O'Donnell we classified ourselves as fat and ugly. She was fat, I was ugly.
Freaks to it as well.
Fat and ugly freaks, yeah. That's more accurate. Puberty hit us, and we were no longer fat and ugly, and it was really an achievement.
I feel like everyone stopped being so like bitchy about everyone else.
maybe not in the girls section, but
I think I've gone the opposite way. I was very mature, and then all of a sudden I'm just fucking up everything.
I think I've matured like the past year. Don't you think?
Nah, to be fair, I have matured because I got into Nesco.
That's a work in progress for me.
On the contrary, I'd probably say
As if you've matured.
at the end of S4.
No, fuck off.
Yeah, I think I've like moved on from like the haha edgy funny shit, because it's not funny anymore, and it's really like
Pretty racist.
yeah, it is pretty racist and terrible.
I think I matured before grammar, and then kind of fucked up a little bit, and then we're slowly getting back there.
I'm just waiting to see if you process on. No, word for word spots.
The only change in uni is that your voice is a bit deeper now, and you're much taller. Yeah. I mean, and you still have braces.
Fuck these braces.
You also, when you mature, you realise that you don't like a lot of people because they are so immature.
Like growth after you lose a friend and you realise that they're the reason why you're so immature. And like you look back and like they're still like that, and you're not, and you realise that like that moment when that all happened like is so worth it, because it's like definitely like the right thing to happen, even though at the time.
Also, everything happens for a reason.
Definitely, honestly, nothing bad in my life hasn't led to something good, really.
Yeah, same.
And from 3rd year. Always about the dogs. It's always about the dogs. Wait, I think that's actually Chris's.
Pablo?
This is just what she does. This is what she does. Makes it about herself. Again.
I'm gonna say that in 6th year we made more of an effort to like speak to other people. Yeah, speak to like out with, you know, the trio, the lads. You know, like we did branch out a lot. And I would say that it like, could you imagine saying in even like 4th or 5th year that we were all going to be going away with like the big group of us that are now? I definitely say that in a sense we opened up a bit more.
I think it was like parties started
happening.
It brought more people together.
Yeah, and then people like were like, oh wait, you're actually like nice, like you're not a bunch of fucking cunts.
I've matured because I'm a better person now. I am.
How do you feel that you've become a better person?
Yeah, no chance.
S4 to S6. 2018 was a bad time. 2019 was a little bit better.
Like, no, you say even the girls will. The girls haven't.
The girls
are just
that between
new group chat boys. We're just as like stupid and retarded. They're just still childish.
4th year for me. I was lonely when like people ditched me. I had to realize
I came along.
I was better by myself, and then I came along.
I mean, they were both laughing at poop jokes at the start of lockdown during Cards Against Humanity.
Poop is always
so someone would
funny,
put poop and they just laugh, and that would be the winning card. So no, we have not matured at all.
I wouldn't say I'm not mature.
I wouldn't say everyone's matured at some point, but no one's like completely matured. Everyone's grown up at least a tiny bit. Cause like
I feel like it depends though. I'm like mature when I need to be.
Yeah, when
but
it suits
not
the room.
when I'm not.
But if you have the opportunity to piss about, then why
Exactly,
not?
why
not
wouldn't
do
you?
so?
I have to say S3 at lit trip. I really feel like
It's a trip.
He went from a boy to a man.
Yeah, we don't speak for the S3
You know what?
Unspeakable thing.
Stays on the lit trip.
Let's just say
a boy became a man on that.
Boy became a man. As maturity goes, Matthew hit a pretty massive growth spurt about a month ago.
Quarantine has grown. Like I think in quarantine, Matthew's balls dropped. His voice is much deeper than it was.
I'd say 5th year.
Why 5th year?
Because I probably just do like exams. Like I think I matured through exams because I literally like just stressed for like a solid 6 months, and we like. Well, I think we were a bit more mature as like a pair in like 5th year.
I've learned from my mistakes, don't take shit from nobody. Yes! Because what happens is they leave school and they drop off the face of the earth.
Problem is I've probably been too mature, but I've gone back to immature earlier this year, I think.
I have to say no. I don't think at any point have I reached any level of maturity. I shit.
Probably.
I shit and I'm proud of it, so I mean, like, I'm basically still a toddler.
Do you think I'm mature?
I mean, on some levels.
Oh, there was that one time when like Hayden was sick and I got him some popcorn instead of more alcohol.
4th year is when I started taking classes a bit more seriously, basically. Because up until 4th year, it was just a gigantic fuck about, basically. So I was like, oh damn, better start like paying attention in class and not pissing about and like shouting out random words and making noises and stuff trying to trigger the teachers. So yeah, probably 4th year.
Other than the fact, if you took recordings of my messages from 1st year, I'd go to jail. If you took recordings of me now, I'd still go to jail.
Do you feel like over the 6 years you regret with schoolwork? Either you put in too much effort or you put in not effort at all?
Yo, fuck no! Check my SQA certificate, bruv!
Yeah,
he's big.
He's right.
I don't
you
put
put in the right amount of effort.
I put in too much. I'm in a good middle ground because I where I want to be, but I didn't sweat so hard. But I did sweat to an extent.
I definitely lost all of it because I played computer games.
I played computer games as well. Come on, Tarkov was fun.
I'm a bit of a monster at Rust now.
We're good
800 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So who needs hires if you're good at Rust?
Yeah, who needs fucking that 5?
Effort, 100%. Especially this year. Yeah, we shouldn't have done that shit. We should not have done that.
Absolutely not. You look at my you look at my fucking grades. Fucking, I'm insane.
If anything, I regret not working harder.
Like one of those business Instagram channels, you know, where it's like 3 words for success.
I made $300,000 off Forex trading in a week.
Sleep, cocaine, masturbation.
Should have button here, please. Don't follow any of those 3.
What? No masturbation? What? Are you some sort of fucking Mormon?
Yes.
No,
I didn't put in any effort.
Okay, well, minus that dickhead in the corner.
I regret getting a C in physics because I've been bullied for my entire life about it by Patrick Stenhouse.
Do you regret not putting in enough work?
Oh, your
for
boyfriend?
physics?
Yeah, because I started revising 3 days before the exam and I want to kill myself.
Man, I have no regrets over my exams. What did I do? Nat 5? Nothing.
Okay, so
minus... Fucked about for a bit. I did a lot for maths. I will tell you, I did a lot for maths. And then it got progressively less and less. And this year I dicked about... I mean, I did really badly. I don't like you. I don't like you at all.
Everyone gets really upset.
I didn't do any work.
About my exams.
You should brag about it.
Yeah.
Like a dickhead.
Why wouldn't I? I did nothing and I did well.
I definitely lost all of it because I played computer games.
So who needs hires if you're good at Rust?
Yeah, who needs fucking that 5 geography?
I mean, I wish I could say the same for Matthew, but he sucks at every single game we play consecutively.
Wait, so who do you know is good at schoolwork and also good at gaming? Oh wait, me.
If there was any effort.
I'd revise for like a few hours a day.
No, maybe like an hour or 2 the day before, and then tried cramming in the morning.
Yeah, like a few hours, 3 days before.
I mean, I don't think I had any good results.
You got higher?
Yeah, I've got hires.
C, alright.
C's.
Yeah, but C's.
No, I've got like 2 or 3 B's.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, I'm smart. I'm putting all the work. Okay. No, the thing is, I'm not even smart. I just put in heaps and like I'm such a sweat that it just like all works out.
I like didn't revise for my Nat 5s or my hires, and since I'm like decently like intelligent, I kind of knew, but like I didn't. So I got enough grades, and the fact that I went, like, I don't have any regrets now because I got into university. At the time when my like Nat 5 or my higher results came in, I did cry.
I would definitely put in more effort in 5th year, but my heart was broken, so I didn't. I didn't like the stress of 6th year. Even though I did fuck all, I still got my conditions. Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for lying.
It doesn't matter how I got it.
As long as you didn't get caught.
Yeah.
But in terms of like 6th year, I just went into it and I just like every single day going into like advanced higher English and like just sitting there.
Business.
Yeah, and I was just like I can't do this. I feel like I'm not gonna get any grades. And of course then the whole coronavirus happened as soon as I left, pretty much. But of course that means I would have gotten grades without having to do what I was dreading to do. And yeah, well, I do regret that a little bit just because the coronavirus happened and stuff, and I could have like stayed and gotten what I needed and stuff. But I do have like solid grades for higher, so I can still like do stuff.
I was a bit of a nerd.
None. You're fucking
Yeah, to be fair. But then at the same time, I didn't do anything in 6th year, so.
I don't think anyone did.
No. Well,
6th year was my 5th year, and 5th year was my 6th year. Because in 5th year,
I
had 13 free period.
No, I think I put in a good amount of effort. Not 5s and higher.
We grafted.
Yeah, I did graft quite hard, but this year I didn't do anything. But I don't regret it because I had a fun 6th year. I fucked this year, but then the SQA changed my grades. Thanks, SQA.
I took like S1 to 3 less seriously as well, because you know, I feel like, okay, you got your class unit tests and you're like, oh my god, shit, this like means so much, but like it didn't. And even National 5, I wish I was a bit more like, then just
like,
chill the fuck
I get
out.
it was really important at the time, but compared to hires and stuff, I would get so like stressed and be like worried about it all, and I was like, even once we'd done them, we were like, this doesn't really matter that much, it's our hires.
I feel like hires and, well, this year as well was a big one, but it didn't fucking matter.
Like, I was stressed for hires, but like, it's because it was an important kind of year.
Yeah, like you can't even deny hires being important.
She's a tryhard. Yes, that's because it's a school, but because I'm an absolute retard and I had to get like so much like extra support, I had to work hard. Oh, sorry. Also get tested for dyslexia as soon as possible. Yes, it helps. It really helps. We're both
retards.
Mine came back negative somehow. Well, I was my mum wants to get me tested again. You should. Then you can join me at uni with 100% extra time, your own room and your own invigilator, and eat cakes.
I did like history though, Thursday period 5 and 6.
Yeah, I enjoyed the part of history where I was actually learning the course, and not the part where they were like, maybe 2. Going on to regrets, do you feel like you have... Sorry.
Oh, where did it all go wrong? I think it's when I met this guy called Cammy Dining. He just got me into drinking, you know, his peer pressure, it just hit me, man.
See, that's funny, because the first time I drank was because you told me to.
I think I put in too much effort in 5th year.
Nah, I kind of just coasted.
Yeah, you were just lucky.
I didn't put in that much effort, but
You put in enough.
like I knew what I needed to do, basically. I knew I didn't have to go all out like Jordan, basically, and not have a life and just revise all the time, but I knew I needed to do like a little bit here and there. Like I genuinely didn't do much, but I knew what I had to do to get like the courses I wanted and stuff. So for university, so it was all fine really. I've got no really regrets in terms of school. I mean, 4th year, I thought it mattered a lot more than it did for like the exams, but it turns out that it didn't really. So I could have probably fucked about a bit more in 4th year, but I took it seriously and it was decent. So
like, everyone definitely sat there with 4th year and thought it was much more serious, and then comparing it to hires, 5th year and especially 6th year.
I think I like tired myself out in 4th year though. Like I tried so hard for 4th year, and then came 5th year I was like, oh, I'm not prepared to do this again, and then I worked myself too hard and then got myself too stressed and then didn't do well.
Well, no, I really tried for 4th year. Probably tried a bit harder for 4th year than I did for 5th year actually, because I thought, oh, 4th year went so well, then 5th year is going to be like meh. And then I did well enough in 5th year actually, and then in 6th year I literally didn't do anything.
You didn't come to school.
I didn't.
Dropping higher English was the best decision of my life. I didn't, not even dropping it. I didn't even take it. We didn't even take it. It was a decision we took together.
Miss Duncan was like, you could do higher English, but you wouldn't get me. And I was like, if I ain't getting Miss Duncan, it ain't happening. Like,
it's not worth it.
It isn't, and you don't need it. When they say you need higher, you don't need higher.
I was low-key kind of scared because I thought everyone would want higher English, but...
I feel like over the past 6 years, you've had any regrets regarding relationships?
Yes. Alright. It's alright. It's fucking 100%, but let's not go into that.
No. No comment. Yeah, because there's literally no comment.
Oh god. Well, where do me and Cameron start? I don't have any regrets. I think everything happens for a reason. Maybe some sort of fucking Gandhi.
I mean, let's James. We'll just go there. I mean, I think all of my relationships have been pretty disastrous.
I would say I regret. But apart from that, no.
Cami!
No, I don't regret Cami at all.
Will I get the photo out?
No.
I regret going to Westburn.
None of us regret going to Westburn.
Me too.
Nah, none of us regret you going to Westburn. I made for some right comedy gold.
It was.
Look at him doing his camera. What's up, bud?
Speak up, bro. You do. What?
I don't know what you wanted to.
Shell game.
Oh my! Shell game.
It's one of the two. Like
I had a long relationship that ended not so good. It ain't that bad, is it? It ain't pretty bad. Fair enough, I won't ask about it.
But I regret lots of things.
Like what?
Morgan, Meg.
I'm so disappointed you brought up Morgan and Meg and not Ailey.
The camera's still rolling. Camera's still rolling.
Neil is a male version of a nun. A monk? Marcus has had just so many failed relationships. Remember when you turned those two people bi? Oh my Christ.
Oh, that was an actual one.
That counts.
Yeah, it counts.
That does not count.
You ruined them.
You ruined them. You've taken away their sole purpose in life to reproduce, Marcus. What have you done? You're a criminal. That's what you are. You belong in jail for that. Can you deny it?
Ailey, okay.
We're gonna here we go.
God.
What was that, Neil? That was just upsetting. You just did such a bad job.
God,
You spit no game. You have no game. Wait. Wow.
She was like, "Look at that ginger kid."
Yeah, she's like, "Oh my god, he's so
He's
sexy.
cute.
Look how bulky he is.
Look at he's packing. He's packing. He's schmeating. He's got the muscles going. He's addicted to the gym. What more do you want?
I regret putting up with some stuff. Ooh. But I don't regret the entire thing, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
I get you.
You get me?
I regret... Well, no. I don't regret stuff because I've learned from that I don't like that type of guy. So I look for what's best. Who the hell are you talking about? Oh.
Stop, bro. Just cut it out. We'll just cut it out then. I don't give a shit.
Just bleep this whole thing.
I have no comment on this matter.
People come and go. I needed to realize that. Even if nothing happens and the friendship was great, people come and go. I'm still here. Okay, it's not all about you. Yes, it is. It's always about.
Oh God. Gabby was trying to go out for Anna, but Anna wouldn't go without and wouldn't go without me. So Gabby was like, he said, "Can you do me a favour?" The worst part is him and Anna like across, like we were in the little booth in the Pizza Hut, and him and Anna like going to each other like, "Oh no, they're going to me." He's like, ask her out. She's there. That's like where she is when they're doing that.
I'm not her.
No.
Yeah, you got to pretend you're her. Oh, sorry.
Maybe some at the wrong time.
Yeah.
But
and I think things could have happened differently. I wouldn't say regrets. I'd say there's been incidents within relationships that I regret. But apart from that...
no, I wouldn't say regrets particularly, because that would be harsh on it.
Remember when wrote me a poem? Yeah, that was cute. That came into my head. I can't believe I've gotten declined. She says she's leaving, but that ain't gonna stop me from achieving. That's so funny. I remember it all. It was written on Rhymer's block.
I don't know what the people want to hear.
Don't worry, I'm sure the people can wait until I'm pissing.
Probably.
Oh. Well, you know what I have to say? The founder of Calvin Robinson,
yeah,
and potentially myself.
Yeah.
And who else was in it?
Ewan.
No.
Arthur wasn't it? I mean,
he was in it.
Yeah. Well, no, we added him in later because that's why the group was founded. There was too many members to become just like a. So we had like a
cult.
Yeah. We were going to get T-shirts made, but it never came about. We never got funding.
Oh yeah.
We should have called Snickle and the SMP, but never came about.
One, fair enough. Two, I think it was just a fucking piss stick. But you know what? It's fine.
What was the third one?
It's dark times, man. Dark times.
Oh, okay, we won't go there then. Yeah,
It's fine. We can move on.
We can come back to it.
We can keep going.
How are you feeling for uni?
Kind of nervous, not gonna lie, because I feel like I've got a bit of a wrestling bitch face, and I feel like people just don't speak to me because of that. I've got my smoothie maker though, so I can make cocktails. Ellen and Anna have been slagging me off about it, but you know what? We move.
I mean, I haven't bought a panini machine yet, unlike
some people.
Okay, round forth.
I'm excited to like meet new people and stuff, but I'm sad to like move away, and we'll never get to go to the Crackdown again, which is quite sad.
I will continue to drink my scatty cocktails. Yes, they get me drunk.
When you come through that door at Christmas and we're having like a get together, and I just see fucking Sabai on the other side of it, who I ain't that seen for like fucking 6 months of that, but I'd be like, Brother Sabai, Brother Marcus.
Yeah.
It'll just be all the merrier. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it.
I think things tend to work out, don't they?
Yeah.
You ain't never forgetting about that.
But get rid of the annoying cunts. The thing fucking else is there.
It's like, obviously it's exciting because it's like the next like chapter, but it's kind of like scary at the same time. So,
It'd be more fun if it was all done properly.
Yeah. I feel like I have no clue what I'm doing. Like I feel like I'm going in like blind.
I can't wait to leave these fuckers.
Yeah, leaving friends sounds really bad, but can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm really very much excited.
Yeah. We didn't like you either, Ben.
I think if you're staying in Aberdeen and you happen to be getting student accommodation, but you live in Aberdeen, I think you're a bit.
Here people will just be like, oh, I actually didn't like her, so we're just gonna ditch her. Or wanting to be friends with someone and like you don't put the effort in because you're too insecure, and then it just goes to shit, like all my other friendships. But I'll put in an effort. I'm still here. I'll make new friends and keep the old ones too.
Sad to like think that you'll never see half these people again, like the people that we went to school with and the people that we went to parties and stuff with. It's sad, but also I probably didn't like half of you anyways.
If I want to see you, I will. If I don't, I won't. That's the way it'll be.
Me and Hayden are gonna have a lovely, relaxing time drinking afternoon tea.
I'm gonna be seshed the whole time. I'm not gonna lie. First year at Glasgow is just gonna be. I'm going to be killed. Yeah.
He's had 3 copper brigs and he's gone. Relieved and happy. You know, so many people don't talk to you. Oh, what are their names? There's that Neil kid, that Patrick kid, that Cammy kid, that Yusuf. I can't just ignore him. That Callum, that Yusuf guy. Oh, fucking fire. I mean, I don't really talk to many people as it is. I'm kind of absent from many things, but you know.
Going away like pretty soon.
I feel like I'm not gonna notice who I miss until everyone's gone, and then I'll start being like, oh,
Yeah, the
they're
magic's the
not
same.
here.
Magic's the same for most people,
At
but we'll just
the
have to
moment, I
see.
don't think.
I'm excited. You know, it should be good fun. You know what they say? Wherever there's a corpse, there's money.
What? Who says that?
I'm gonna miss the homies.
Yeah.
Well, I am actually leaving this country and leaving this dickhead behind.
Technically, you're still in the UK.
Oh! Yeah, you are in the... Well, we're... Oh, no, never mind. That's
Yeah, okay,
Brexit.
well, I'm leaving Scotland. I'm moving south in England. And I've met 3 blue-haired girls already.
See, if I actually get put with a blue-haired girl in my door, I'm gonna kill her. I'm
Shave her head.
fucking... Oh.
I'm really scared. I'm not scared about leaving you because I'm not. Still together till the very end, till we die.
Unlucky.
I was going to get a rail card, but after this, no. I'll stay in Glasgow.
Yeah, we'll get a rail card. Me and Matthew, we'll go to fucking Glasgow. And then we'll fucking zap off back to Edinburgh.
You're flying off to America when I can't get a rail card
to deal with Chad and Brad.
Chad and Brad.
He's going to be giving out bro jobs for White Claws.
Bro jobs only with socks on, it's okay.
I've moved a lot, so I know that like I can stay in contact with people if I want to. So it's not like a big worry in that. I think I can make it work. So it's not like, it's more just like nervous, because you don't know who you're going to be friends with, like in a few months.
I'm going to sort of be on my own quite a lot, just making me quite depressed.
But that's the thing with friends though, wherever you go, you know, you'll make new friends.
Yeah.
And the reason we're all friends is because we're in the same place, you know, we went to the same school, that's how we met each other, that's how we grew up together. And that's going to be the same wherever you go.
Yeah.
You know, if you do a course later on, or when I'm in uni, or when Cammy's in uni or doing his course, that you know, you make friends with the people in your class. There's bound to be a few people that are gonna share the same interests as you.
Cammy,
you have no problem doing that.
I thought you looked like you were falling asleep.
It is going to be so weird because I feel like, especially in S6, our year group became a lot closer. Maybe not our year group as a whole, but like the party
we
group.
literally had the tables to ourselves.
Yeah,
like you just know.
And if you went into the hall, there was always someone there, and it is like quite nice to know that. But it's going to be so weird not seeing people.
We fucking raid 53 Clifton Road and we have a final gaff there, even though I don't own it anymore.
I'll miss the fact that, like, do you know what, our big fuck off parties, I'll miss them, the fact that everyone's together, like that just won't happen.
Yeah. It just gives it, to be fair, it's also, I'll miss you too. It'll give us an excuse to go all about Scotland as well and not try new things, but at least we get to see different locations as well with all the homies.
Yeah, I hope we all come back and we all still hang out, please guys, please.
I'm excited for my heroin addiction in the next year.
Love that.
And Kate start doing drugs.
Yes.
Anna thinks I'm going to start doing drugs.
Well,
and
Annie,
smoking.
You will. What about school S1 to 3 with people getting thrown in leaf pile, fucking Naruto cards getting thrown on cup?
It was Neil lobbing that mint from across the playground at that girl, and it hit her right on the forehead, and she went and blamed another kid, and Mr. Robertson came out and told off this other kid, and Neil's hiding in a corner.
When I killed that girl and everybody got burst and there was a street fight and it was terrifying and I thought it was going to be killed and murdered and in a bag.
We did something that was absolutely awful, like probably the worst thing that you could have done.
I'm looking forward to this.
Patrick, was it Sam Rutherford? Sam
Francis.
Rutherford and Francis. Francis Yamamoto was someone who came to the school for like S1, S2 and he left.
Oh, at the time, Sam was in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Let's just start off with that.
So Sam was in a wheelchair. We all joined the drama club, and you know how in S1 you got a performance by them, like talking about like school life or whatever.
Yeah, they did like Frozen.
And we did that that year, and it was all about anti-bullying, and we got cast as the bullies, and we thought it would be very funny if we all acted like we were. And we managed to get away with going out on stage in front of like
all the different schools, the schools came in.
All of the S1s that were
from
going
schools
to be
in Aberdeen,
from the primary 7, and all like their teachers and all the other teachers, and we went on stage and we were all going like like that, like being like over the top retarded, and like everyone just was fine about it, and it was the funniest thing ever though.
I think that was amazing.
Because we had Sam in the wheelchair and we were like pushing him back and forth.
Because Sam was getting to be retarded as well, which is the worst part.
I cannot believe
that's what got the idea into our heads though. Sam being disabled. And we were like, why don't we just be disabled as well? And somehow we got away with it.
Time that you smashed your eye open. That is like my earliest memory of school.
Yeah, I didn't even like properly know any of yous as well. I was
we went out!
Did we?
Yeah!
Oh
God,
shit!
Still fancy Aaron, so... He's like, fuck Anna, I don't know Anna anymore. Erin.
Class picture day, and Keith and Dan was first, and then it was Byron.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then so we'd like come in. You guys were like getting up there, taking the pictures, and Charlie decided that not only was he going to be in the Keith and Dan photo, but he also was going to make an appearance in the Byron one. So he gets placed right in the fucking center of the picture. So they click away, and then I don't know who snitched, but someone snitched, and Charlie got like a bollocking from Mrs. Miss Adams, like, why did you do that? He's like, oh sorry, I just like messed up, I like mixed up the classes. And half the people in Byron weren't in the photo because they called everyone back to retake the pictures, so like half the people weren't in them because they didn't come back, so they just went back to class.
I remember that.
Yeah.
A girl that no one likes was at the rugby, recorded an Indian and said my N-word, put it on her story for everyone in like 3rd year. Said girl got a lot of flack because that's not really allowed, and then all her bum boys were like, yo, you can't be mean to our queen because we drink her piss.
Yeah.
And they wrote the N-word on a
has,
tennis
like,
ball and
channels.
threw it at the minorities, and it was on the news.
It was
And
headline of like UK.
It was quite bad flack for our school, I have to say. We're not all like that, just
For some reason, they put my PE slot on first thing on a Friday morning, so I just didn't come into school for the whole of PE. I always hide in the bathrooms while my mum was shouting at me to leave. And one time, this girl came in crying. I don't know. And then she left, and then the teachers came in being like, it's okay, because they thought I was her because the cubicle was locked. And I was like, I'm not her. And it's so awkward. And then I came out, and then they were like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I was at PE, but I forgot my kit. And he was like, you forgot your kit.
Biology was in the little tiny teacher. So she's really small, right? So she couldn't reach like the projector. So basically what Nathan did was he just turned it off in the middle of a lesson, and we took the buttons so she couldn't turn it back on. And then we had to stay behind after school for like half an hour because nobody would own up to who did it. So obviously it was me, James Ria, Nathan Tosh, Ethan Davidson, Ivan, Charlie. We all got kept behind because we were like the prime suspects. And then Nathan eventually came out and was like, oh yeah, it was me. And she was like, okay, you're going on to a book for that. And he was just like, what? I cannot believe it. We tortured her in that lesson. She couldn't teach us.
With Lukaku.
Oh yeah. You just insert the clip here.
Insert clip.
Hopefully that doesn't get inserted and cut out.
And you were making fake Supreme tops and you sold it to some boy.
I broke my nose at school playing football. He was in my way. And I fucking broke my nose. And it was probably one of the most painful things that's happened to me physically.
Oh, when you said the broken nose, remember that time with like Abdulrahman Gandoui?
Oh!
And the boy like kicked the football through the window and the shard of glass went into like Abdu's face. And shit was like an inch embedded into his skull. And everyone's like, whoa. And Abdu was like, did it hit me? He just looks to me, he's like, did it hit me? And I was like, Abdu, it hit.
My favourite memory, I think, was when Alex Ross, the one and only, picked up a fucking bin in the PE room, the PE changing rooms, and just fucking lobbed it off Zach's head, and he just went boom, and just went down.
That actually.
Yeah, it's because he was defending you.
You started a fight with Zach, and he pinned you to a wall, and then Bax threw a bin at his head, and then those two got in trouble, and you just walked fucking scot free.
Yeah, you had fuck all to do with it apparently, even though Alex was defending you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ewan shat himself.
Oh,
in
for
first
fuck's
year.
sake.
That
No,
is,
I didn't. I didn't.
I remember in first year when Cami sucked on a pen and his lips were blue, and it was the funniest moment in my entire grammar career. And they were bright blue, and I thought he looked like Lady Gaga.
Me and Luke were in the same reg for 6 years,
Yeah, it
and
was
then
all through
when you
school.
left in 6th year. So the first reg teacher was clinically insane. she was just fucking bonkers. She didn't know like how to act as a human, I'm pretty sure.
Like wake up like a robot, she'd be like, let's do the notices everyone, let's do the notices everyone. She would come in every single morning and go, good morning everyone, good morning!
Yeah.
And if you didn't say it
Yeah,
back,
she'd expect us to say
she
it
would
back.
she would keep doing it like louder and louder and be like, okay, fine, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah,
And then be
she'd
like,
have, like, a
really,
strop.
like tilted.
Like, dude, the whole like idea of having to do stuff in reg and like mingling with the other years. Like, what is the point of that?
just shut up.
Ridiculous. It's 9 o'clock, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, let me sit down for like 10 minutes on my own and everyone shut up. And just Let me just go on my phone,
Yeah.
and then...
Oh yeah, no
and then
phones,
no phone, get your phone away.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking
come
shut
on.
up.
That's the only reason...
Well,
That's
no,
the only thing that's going to get me
but
through.
Patrick, you're gonna
is
miss.
going
You're
away
gonna
from
miss the choir. It has to be in the hall for.
Oh yeah,
anything. You're gonna miss out on that.
I'm gonna miss the
very
ukulele
valuable
club
information.
singing like a fucking scarecrow or some shit.
But no, Reg sucked.
Zach's fight with Lewis Fraser.
Oh shit!
Wait, that was a thing?
Yeah, do you know?
I'm cracked
was that, like, third, fourth year?
Yeah.
Oh, when he got
They were
pushed
like-
onto the curb.
Yeah, because obviously fights in like first through fourth year.
No, yeah, they
even,
were the
like,
fucking
all
shit.
the way. No, because it was just like who can get the other person in a headlock. And in that fight, it was Lewis, and he just pushed him against a wall, and he bashed his. Or was it on the floor?
No, it was on the floor. Yeah.
It was on the curb, yeah, and he just got him on the curb, and he bashed his head open, and it was just bleeding everywhere. And we're like, oh fucking hell.
Oh.
That was pretty good.
No, do you remember that time we were in Miss Hircher's class? You know how some people don't put their names on like essays and stuff?
Yeah.
And they have to like, do you remember this?
Yeah.
And they have to like find out who it is by showing the class, or showing like what their handwriting's like rather. And so she showed the class. I can't remember exactly how it went, but it was something along the lines of one essay that wasn't claimed was eventually claimed by Ben Manclark. Ben Manclark, he doesn't really, I think maybe at the time he had feminine handwriting. And then I was like, ha ha ha, Ben's gay, he's got feminine handwriting. And Finlay, for some odd reason, tried to like catch me out and write it down in my jotter. And I said,
Why would you write it in your jotter?
Ha ha ha. No, maybe it was his jotter.
No, it was him that wrote it.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Ben's gay because he's got feminine
handwriting. But it ended up that Miss Hircher found the said jotter with the horrible ha 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 Ben's gay. Finlay got taken out of class, and as we were walking out of the classroom, we looked into the old head of English's classroom. And,
Miss Struthers or something?
Yeah,
is that her name?
so I fucking don't remember. And she was just giving him like the balking in his life, just like screaming at him the whole time.
Finlay was fighting back the tears.
Yeah, no,
I'm pretty sure he ended up crying at the end.
Yeah, probably. But that was hilarious, and I remember like not letting him live that down for quite a long time.
Dude, that was a peak when we got all those pictures, me, you, and Ben in Belgium.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
On walking home, you guys left earlier, but we would always like throw snowballs at children.
Yeah.
That was.
Wait, what?
So like, because you know how on like, Craigie
girl?
Loanings. Oh, Buzz.
Yeah,
Buzz Lightyear is a girl like Buzz Lightyear hit her in the head with a snowball. Incredible.
I remember we were playing dodgeball, like I got hit and I turned around and Neil was laughing. I was like, I'm not having this. And I went up to Mr. Cole and was like, Neil just threw a dodgeball at my head and Neil got in so much trouble. And then it turns out that I found out it was actually Ewan. And it wasn't Neil, because Neil was like, it wasn't me. And then it was Ewan the whole time.
Another time in PE was when we were swimming, and I was like, yeah, Miss Taylor, am I allowed to belly flop here? And she was like, nah, Neil, don't do that. And then she turns around, oh fuck it, I'll just go for it anyway.
That's like when Patrick got sent out of the room because he did a dive over two people in the shallow end of the pool, and they was like, get the fuck out. And he's like, that was worth it.
And Zach and Lewis's fight. And
oh yeah,
Zach literally got a chunk of his head like taken out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and Charlie hitting his head off the fucking roof and taking a chunk out of his head.
When Charlie Aniston split his head open, that was entertaining.
In that corridor.
When he jumped down the stairs and smashed his head open.
Smacked it open and was like running around the school like this.
Outside guidance, yeah, I've got pictures of
head
his like his blood in his hands. He's like he was posing for pictures. It was like, what the fuck?
That's the first place my mind went as well. I don't know why.
Really? that was when we used to like.
I didn't even
everyone used to congregate in that like the stairs at the bottom of.
Your brother was the prefect.
Oh,
did he just
the prefects like one year it was Heather Galt's sister.
Yeah.
And the next year it was my brother and what was his mate's like? It was my brother and his mate, and honestly bless them because they had like no control over like, and folk would be at the top like dropping shit down. And then we decided like I think it was like a wet day and you could slide on the floor. And then we were like, yo, if you just pull the water, you can slide even more. And Charlie was like, I'm gonna jump off the steps and slide. And he fucking clattered his head. And then we could follow the blood of the trail of blood back.
Do you have any relationships that you'd highlight over others?
I quite like the Anna Hayden period.
Me and Ben Livingston and S1 home ec, we were the dream team, if I do say so myself.
Jordan and Rosanna. That was a big meme.
The little first year relationships, if it had a good ship name, then it was well, it has to happen.
It has to happen.
Actually, I really like the way Neil and Patrick's relationship has blossomed.
Oh, I really think they've come into their own
throughout the years. From some memorable moments of the two of them playing the piano,
naked,
or the keyboard, naked.
Oh. beautiful memories. I mean, for them,
I can only imagine
the supple asses sitting on that stool.
I can only imagine what they must have been feeling during those love-making times.
You and Anna?
Me and Cam. That's my favourite.
That's
like,
quite iconic.
Yeah. And the picture in Western Art. That is
It's one that gets brought up a lot.
That one, yeah, I can imagine.
It is
so,
iconic.
It is so iconic that you just have to discuss it.
Me and Patrick. Marion, Yusuf. Oh, I used to go out with Yusuf.
Kate and Chris. Kate, Chris. Yes.
Do you know about that?
What, the
Kate
Kate and Chris thing?
scandal?
No, I don't think so. I don't think in detail, but I could. If you said the first word of that, I probably would remember it.
Marcus and Shell gay, and Neil and Ailey. Those are
Cameron and Morgan.
Cameron and Morgan. Oh my gosh. What a mess.
I remember him explaining that like he'd split up with Mari because he didn't want to like split up at the time of university, and I was like, bro.
I was thinking very far ahead.
I was like,
bro, it's 2018.
I was like, bro, I'm thinking about like what I'm having for dinner, and man's like, I remember being like hit by that, like thinking, this man's like,
he's got it figured out.
He actually fucking thinks about shit more than like 24 hours ahead. You know? That changed the way I thought. Like I never thought more than like a week ahead.
I don't think anything's fucking killed me more than that. Just he broke up Mary because of university, and I was thinking I was gonna have for dinner. Like I don't think I've ever been killed by anything more than that.
This is like S4, and he's like, I don't want to get to uni, and then I have this, and I was like, fuck. Like I don't know what you were thinking at the time, but like. Yeah, I hadn't thought more than 24 hours ahead in my life at all.
Yusuf and
that is a highlight.
Oh, Jen and Cameron! So Jen and Cameron, where to begin? So at the time I wasn't even friends with Fiona. I actually thought she was a bitch. I thought she was a freak. True story. But we all knew Cameron. From the popular top tier people in the school to the bottom, to the teachers, to the year below, to a few of the junior, everybody kind of knew Cameron. And I think we didn't find out till later. It was that not many people in grammar did.
Everyone knew.
But everyone knew.
I know
this.
everything about Cameron there is to know, honestly. And the first time that she told us she said it through emojis. True story. It was my door to get into the grammar group.
It was her door, and then I just piggybacked on by harassing you.
Ben. Just Ben. Also me and you, bro.
Lauren, you and Blair first year.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
G.
iconic, yeah. Pretty, like holding hands while you do like a circuit of Westburn Park.
Yeah.
Pretty romantic, if you ask me.
Literally Ailey's relationships with anyone.
Neil, Ailey and Neil. I'm going to speak about this for a minute, like Ailey and Neil. I don't know what was going on. Like, apparently Ailey liked Neil at some point, and Neil definitely did like Ailey. But I just feel bad because I'm pretty sure we bullied him too much for him to actually do anything, which is really sad.
Yeah, I think so.
It wasn't like bullying.
No, it was just like
jovial. But that's what bullies say, though.
Yeah.
Shit.
We're just having a go. We're just messing around.
Just beat him to death. Cameron was the one that was like the physical abuser of Neil. He like
pick him up with
he just snapped him in half, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
So if you're watching this, Neil, just get yourself out there.
Take your chances.
Do it.
Seize those opportunities, bro.
Megan Marcus. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You got through it.
I find that Chris and Ellie Donald and now she's a fool.
I know, child.
Cami bought me a stuffed bear from Disney.
Oh my god,
once.
goals.
I still have it. I gave him a Mike Wazowski. That was the peak of our relationship. Adorable.
I have a good relationship with myself.
No.
We've got a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Hey!
Arthur and Rianne. I think that was a good one. That was funny. Literally just hearing Arthur and Rianne. That's all you really need to say.
Can you say Kate and Callum?
It's Kate. Oh shit.
I know that everybody's brought up Callum and Kate in this. We know this, but we weren't there for that, or we never really saw it, so we have no comment there, which I know is what you're wanting.
I don't know if that's the one I would say is one of my favourite relationships. No offense, Kate.
Callum and Kate are Brexit, you know. It was just, there was always something to talk about with them. Usually, it may have just been repeats, or it may have been something new to say, but you know. Yeah, Callum and Kate were like Brexit on the news.
What? I didn't say anything.
I know, but you had some comments earlier on, so you want to chip in?
No.
Any memories from parties that you would highlight over others?
There was that one time when Marcus took out his guitar. I really loved that.
Was that at Yusuf's like 17th?
Yeah.
Like and Marcus came with a tie. He came like, this was like dress code, like kind of smart, you know.
Was that
Marcus comes with the fucking tie, the clip, and then he gets out the guitar, and I was like, here we fucking go. I definitely remember Marcus turning up with the tie, and then lasting like maybe an hour at tops with the bottle of vodka. Yusuf put him to bed in Sully's bed, and then I went to the bathroom upstairs and I took his vodka down. I was like, hey yo Yusuf, look what I found.
Was that the same one that Yusuf passed out on his bed in his own sick?
It might have been. I definitely remember.
That's news to me.
I say Marcus's parties. Oh my god, yes. In his room, and he was like 30 people. 30 people in his room. His bed was like half collapsed. He was playing the guitar. Yeah, everyone was like vibing out.
Am I getting in trouble? Don't put that in there. Bleep it out. Bleep it out. We don't want any upset.
Matthew, do you have something to speak about you wearing a Yoshi costume?
Oh, that was interesting.
How do you know Jamie Hutchinson's Halloween? How do you know, Cammy?
Like when Matthew spewed, I held up his Yoshi costume so we didn't get it on it.
That party was, I don't remember much of it, honestly.
Did Freya mention how sexy the Yoshi costume was?
I think
was that what came up?
I missed at least 3 hours of that party. I just sat on the couch, lying next to various people.
Callie's summer party was my favourite. Oh yeah, it took us like 5 hours to walk home. Yeah.
And I got absolutely hammered, and it was the end. It was kind of like the end of it, and I was wobbling around, like screaming at people, and like then both and then both of your parents walked in, and I just instantly went like, hello, how are you doing? Would you like a hello? And I've never been more like off my face in my life, and I just can't believe that I managed to just completely like sober up for like 5 seconds just to speak to your parents, and then as soon as I went outside I was what's happening? It was dreadful.
Oh, when we got in a street fight, me, Chris, and Ben.
Oh yes,
that's a peak moment.
That was one of the legendary nights.
That was
for you.
a legendary. That was a.
I heard you had him in a headlock.
I didn't.
No, sorry, someone else had him in a headlock. You just went like that to him.
Punched him right there. Punched him in the skull.
And then we got to Margaret's and they were like, we had to fight someone.
My polo, he's at my good polo. I just remember us giving him shit. He was getting held back by his mates, and then he just came over and punched me in the fucking.
Oh yeah.
Fucking ear.
Yeah.
My ear was just fucking bleeding. I was just pissing myself laughing.
Who was it?
Ben had him in a headlock.
He punched a stranger.
Because Chris
assaulted a stranger.
No. Chris got punched in the head, and we were like, "Oh shit!" And Ben went in a headlock, and I was like, "Right, it's my time to shine." I whacked him one right in the skull, and then they fucked off. His friend was like, "What the fuck did you do that for?" I was like, "What do you mean? What did I do that for?" He just punched my friend in the head, and they fucked off down the bottom of the street. Oh, what a night! I actually loved that night.
The baggie down your sofa. The baggie down the side of my sofa, that was good. Yeah. Thanks whoever did that. Marcus and Maren opening my neighbour's back door. And I had to phone them and I was like, hi, can you let me know what your alarm code is? Because I broke into your house.
I was with Maren. I went into the door, which I thought was Anna's house, like front door. I opened it, and an alarm started going off.
Wait, it was their front door, house door?
No, it was. I went around the back, yeah. But like, obviously, I knew where Anna's back door was.
Well, you clearly didn't, because you went into the wrong one.
No, but I thought I was going through the front door, so I went around the back. I thought it was the front door. Obviously, it wasn't, because there was no way it was the front door. I go in, and an alarm starts going. I was fucking freaking out. And yeah, and then I aided Ewan in his throwing up catastrophe.
Oh man, that was fucking peak Ewan.
Well, a lot of the time I was arguing at parties.
I was.
Well, we're just not going to speak like that.
Ewan's demise, Anna's. That's got to be a classic.
And I went up to him and I was like, Ewan, you okay? And he just like didn't move, and I was like, he's dead.
I really enjoyed cleaning up Ewan's spew in the garden the next morning. That was really good. And on my living room floor the same night.
I told you to stop drinking, you fucking retard, and look what happened.
I unfortunately wasn't there to witness any special events that happened. I was working. But Ewan, on the other hand, I don't remember most of that night.
And then Ewan at Hannah's party, I gave him that
Echo
Echo Falls.
The beginning of his demise.
The beginning of the end for Ewan. If it was the birth of Spewy Ewan.
Ewan, when I tell you to stop fucking drinking, stop fucking drinking.
By the way, there is someone looking at us in the window. Don't look at her, but there is someone looking at us, so please do expect to get kicked out. She's signalling to some kind of larger man to come out. Is she taking a photo of us?
I don't care.
Strawberry dagger.
Oh,
And
queer.
I didn't have anything.
You just call him
Yeah,
queer.
just because you have
drank
nearly
for
threw
3
up.
years.
You nearly threw up from down
my
some
own
gin.
garden.
At least you didn't have to clean up his spew the next morning.
That is a fair point. That is a really fair point. Sorry, I didn't mean to rape you. Not actually. Try to.
I remember the walk home from Chris's, and it was
Our entire year.
Yeah.
And there was, Cian had the speaker.
Uh-huh.
Or was
And
it Zach that had the speaker?
Someone had the
And
speaker.
all the lights in the house started turning on, and we
Yeah.
were like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yusuf ran down a lane.
Yeah. We just send like a fucking task force down to get
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And then we got there, and
That was the
eyesight
night.
grammar.
That was the night that Mary said that I had religiously long
Long
hair.
hair.
My hair.
And then you got your hair
And then I
cut.
got my hair cut, but it's back at that length, so it obviously didn't work.
It's my party.
Kate's party.
When I found e-hit card in my garage, and my brother, he had a question, so let's just say that. What else happened at my
Yeah, the
party?
best place to have fun at a party is a garage.
It's a garage. Or a bath. I wouldn't know about that though.
How do you feel that after... No, don't do it now.
How much pasta did you fuck? This boy comes here like it's fucking MasterChef. Ooh, I actually might have a bit of pasta.
How do you feel... Ewan, wait, hold on.
And then
After
we
Hannah's
lost
like
Yusuf.
17, Yusuf like fell over
We
the
went
wall.
over the wall, we didn't know where he went.
He was like, I'm trying to take a piss. And he was like, Yusuf. He was like running through the roundabouts, and
we were like, he's gonna get hit by a car.
The first party that I was with all the grammar people.
What, Aaron's?
No, it was Kate Renforth.
Puked. We joined puked. We joined puked at Kate Renforth's at the same time.
Right, all I remember is Ailey's spewing.
No, I was at Callum's surprise party. That was the first time I spewed in her garden.
You know what?
And it only came out
him.
weeks later. I was the culprit.
Phantom spewer.
The phantom spewer. Because I was invited like when everyone was just shit faced. I showed up. Everyone's like,
Yeah, I remember walking up to you, Jacob, I have no clue who these people are, and I lost.
That was that was a fun period where like I swear Ailey and Erin like spewed frequently.
Yeah, they both left that night.
But by the time I got there, Ailey had already become a fucking rug.
It was like
You and Charlie gas when he's messing about with Meg, and I felt mentally scarred for the rest of my life, and I can never see anything else when I look at an oven again. Thanks, Ewan. Fat bastard.
Seeing Bruce at Ethan's quite recently actually getting hammered, like properly hammered for the first time. Holy shit.
The first party I ever went to, I had vodka iron brew for the first time, and it was... And I also cried when I got home.
In the first party I went to, I got really drunk for the first time and I threw up all over my legs. But that also happened at the Snuts, so I didn't really learn.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Oh, when you got punched in the face. How can we forget that? That was a peak moment.
I
wasn't it?
actually forgot about that. I
Yeah.
genuinely
Yes,
did.
you got knocked out.
So there was 2 mistakes that night. I hosted a party.
Yes.
And then I
And you got punched in the head.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I went outside and this plant pot was tipped over and everything. The soil was everywhere. Marcus was just scooping it up with his hands and putting it back in. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And then people were like, "Oh my God, Craig punched Marcus," and I was like, "Excuse me, what?" So Marcus was like trying to push him out or something. He turned around and hit him, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
I was like dead on his bed, and then all I hear is
Yeah.
Marcus got punched,
Yeah.
and I revived and ran after Marcus, but at this point my ankle was like broken.
Look at the size of my fucking key.
Watch that line for the first time. Oh no, the video where he's like. What about Gergas? Didn't get the invite for that one. I don't really remember. I think I was just.
Yeah, we were fake.
Yeah, I was fake the whole time.
We just sat in the corner in the fucking couch all the time.
Yeah.
But I did actually almost
How's that,
die.
Gergas?
Oh well, Kate wasn't there, but
okay?
like Gergas, there was a split point in my head where I felt so bad, where I genuinely was like, "This is it," and I just sat there and stared off at the stars, and I was like,
I did that at Eustace. I sat in his gazebo.
I forgot Gergas happened. I died after that.
I rolled up, everyone was passed out.
Nah, no, we were drinking at my house before you went to like fucking go rescue people from Gurgles, wasn't it?
I went to go rescue Ailey. I showed up and Ailey wasn't even the worst. There was a good few people passed out. Everyone had taken their shoes off. There was shoes all the way up the stairs. Shoes got stolen.
Me and Alyssa got a little bit heated and we started clinking our bottles together. And then gradually it just got worse and worse, and then the bottles smashed. And then Gurga came in, because obviously he was like, oh, what's happened in here? And then Joseph Hartley just kind of like got up and he's like, just fucking ran in here, smashed a bottle and just left. And Gurga's like, really? Like the whole thing. Basically it starts circulating around the party that crashed this party. I'm pretty sure that he was with his fucking family.
He was in Glintana.
He was in Glintana. And he just elusively came to the party and smashed our bottles and left.
I just remember falling asleep on the couch about half an hour in.
Yours was very good.
Thank you, man.
I
remember.
New Year's.
Yeah, because you guys went and did fucking shit.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do a thing.
And then but you came down the stairs like that.
Yeah, but I was joking, but I wasn't joking because then you got upset.
I did get upset.
When Yusuf broke his ankle. I felt really bad for him, but also I was kind of laughing at him. Sorry, Yusuf.
I didn't fall on the stairs, right?
Yeah, okay.
I just saw stairs. I saw people at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna go down there. But Marcus's stairs are like the sort of stairs where you like want to like run down. But I was like, I'm too drunk to run. I galloped down the stairs, and then I kind of fucked it at the bottom.
Yeah.
But don't worry.
You're a corpse.
I had a trained lifeguard.
Who's that?
I think it was Mary.
Yeah.
Just Jacob's turning up with his fucking Domino's t-shirt.
The Domino's t-shirt was quite legendary.
It was quite class.
To be fair, the Domino's t-shirt was class. I think all of Ailey's crackdown was a highlight.
Hello, Ailey.
Ailey!
Speak of the devil!
Speak of the devil!
It's the crackdown lady herself!
I mean, I've got to highlight Fiona dying as a really...
I don't remember that, so I can't comment.
Puking up her guts all over Yusuf's bathroom, which it was chunks, like proper chunks of food. You don't even want to... I don't even want to imagine it. With Patrick standing there, Patrick's in the bathroom too, insists on helping, insists on being there to help, but just stands there, like, helpless, could not even, like, do anything, just like, what do I do? What do I...
My lovely burst lip. I still have the scar. I will never do a flip again.
There's like a trail of blood. We're like, oh, where does this go? And there's
like,
a fucking Ellen's corpse in the bathroom.
And then me, Hayden, Anna, and Ellen were like, I was ice skating in the bathroom because Fiona was sick and Patrick put fairy liquid all over the floor and didn't clean it up.
First time Yusuf died, Marcus's New Year, I think. He was wearing his niece, not a jumper, it was like a long sleeve tee. And he was wearing that. And he was just dead. Like, I looked at him and I didn't think he was breathing. The colour, he was like the same colour as the fucking washing machine behind me, and I was like, Jesus Christ. So I went over and said, like, are you okay, Yusuf? And he's like, oh yeah, fine. He wasn't okay though. So I went through the other room, and then like 2 minutes later I see him bouncing around the room for like 5 minutes just with another like bottle of vodka in his hand or something. And then, I'm pretty sure he died again, like 10 minutes after that.
Fantastic.
So it wasn't a great night for him, but I think that's one of the highlights, just observing Yusuf in the start of his alcoholism, I think.
I remember, right, Cammy coming through to see if I was okay, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I was hunched over like this, just being like, I'm not in the mood. I could barely put like words together. I could think, but I couldn't put words together. And he goes, you okay? I'm like, And then he goes, he's not making any noise. So I'm like, he's like, oh, I'll check his pulse. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna check my pulse. He sees I'm still alive. He goes, puts his two fingers in the back of my neck. And I was just like, what the fuck's he doing to my head? I couldn't say anything, and he just goes, shit, no pulse. Runs into the living room. Goes, Yusuf doesn't have a pulse. And then everyone, I'm like, Shinty, shut the fuck up, Cammy.
Keaton in iconic outfit, his bright orange hoodie and his Timbs, and his like goggle hat on. He's just sitting on Gurga's sofa, completely spaced out with Ethan. It's so funny.
It's one of the first times of all of us drinking together, but we all got quite fucked.
And then we went to the park. Marcus then like ran off crying. Cammy, you went rage mode actually. Yeah, you did. So we were like, fuck it, it's time to go home. So as we're walking, Marcus decides to run, like absolutely bolt. He bolted for the gates, and Cammy, being his sporting person, decided, you know what, I'm gonna bolt too. And Ewan goes after him. jumps on top of him and rugby tackles him to the ground, but no one could catch Marcus because he could actually run. The police car just drives past and we're like, oh fuck, it's the police. We're just walking thinking nothing of it. At this point, Cammy falls into a bush and Ewan goes, oh look, there's a car, and the police car it's turning into the right. Oh shit, it's reverse. Oh, it's pulling over.
They get out, and once they get out, I'm too busy dealing with Cammy in a fucking bush, pulling him out, and he's like, okay, I'm good. I'm like, here's your glasses. Look up and you see the police like, pull over. I was like, ah.
Alright boys, how are you? How old are you? Like,
yeah, because we had
16?
we had the two girls, no, you had the girl, and we had the guy.
Yeah.
And asking us different questions, and we were looking at him, he was like, you pissed? I was like, no.
No,
he was like, no.
pissed.
He's like, no, you don't look pissed. I was like, yeah. He went, you pissed? Cammy, instead of being Cammy, like, no. Yes. He was like, yep. Clapped his hands. I was like, oh. They didn't think this would get any worse until they asked the age, and I'm thinking, like, if Cammy says like 16, 17, I can maybe like 18. Like,
yeah.
We're relatively safe. But no, Cammy's goes 15 because that's what he goes at the time.
and then he goes, all right, well it's too young, and he goes, Cammy died in 53 Clifton Road. And he's like, no, I don't want to know any details because he just wanted to send us on his way. We're like, Cammy, shut the fuck up.
I said that then, what, it was a month later, a few months later, we then realised that the policewoman is actually Cammy's neighbour.
yeah. As we're all still getting pished in his garden.
Marcus's party when I opened the door to his neighbour. And she was like, I was like, hi, how are you? And she was like, get the house owner. I was like, I am the house owner. She was like, where's Marcus? I was like, I don't know. Party.
Pain.
Snickles, that was a riot.
Me and Jacob met everyone at Snickles
Yeah,
for
pretty
the
much.
first time.
First time we met you, Cammy, at Snickles.
Yeah.
Highlight.
I peaked at Snickles, I think. Snickle said I wasn't allowed to pee if I didn't do drugs.
Did you do drugs?
Rule number 1.
I didn't. I just made Cameron like kick the door down so I could go to the toilet. And what else? I really
quite enjoyed Mary's, I must say. I spent most of my time in the bathroom, being locked in there. That was good.
I was a spectator when Cammy locked Ellen in the bathroom, so that was fun.
Nearly died.
Oh, and when Yusuf, Ellen and Meg pulled, that was funny. Ooh.
You trying to revive dead Adam. You failed. You failed to revive the dead Adam.
I'm not.
But a certain Meg Stanger revived. She gave him the kiss of life.
I just remember sitting, it was like me and you on one side and Alex on the other one, and I'd given him my aqua balls and I was like, oh, try some of this, and he was like, oh, I really like that, and then he just went like this. And I was sitting there like, no.
When you guys all ditched us and left us with
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's right, and ditched it was in my house.
Oh shit, yeah.
Some good parties, I have to say. Your parties were fun. When we got everyone in the room for the countdown.
How could we forget? When my literal fucking floor almost fell
I was
through.
like, come
we
on
had
guys,
50
come
people
on.
in one room.
Because remember, we missed the bells at Marx's because the TV didn't sync to the computer, so there
Also,
was like
we were all
3
fucked.
different New
Yusuf
Years.
came in like 50 minutes later.
And so I was like, come on guys, let's all go to Cammy's room, and then the floor like
you
broke.
could feel the floor like fucking bending. I was like, oh, this is it. I'm gonna lose my house.
That was so good though, like having everyone there.
It was a wholesome moment. I remember that.
And R.I.P. to 53 Clifton Road.
Yeah, rest in peace, the piss corner. It lives on in our hearts.
Yum.
To all of your peers, what do you have to say?
I don't really care. Yeah, not much enough to say final words. Like,
please follow K.on.Marcus.
A lot of the people I want to see or speak to, I'll still speak to, and a lot of people I don't. Well, you'll fall off, and I don't fucking care. If you get addicted to crack and die in the alley, it's fine by me.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You're gonna bleep, right? You're gonna bleep things. Hey.
Miss you guys. Gonna miss spewing the most, I think. Like a lot. You're going to the same uni as me. So spewing, if you're listening, please come visit me in Glasgow.
I don't know you.
Fuck off.
It's been decent. Yeah, it's been decent, yeah.
I've just got to make an apology to Chris. At his party, I was the one who broke his outside table. I accidentally climbed out a window, and as I climbed out of the window, there was a table, and as I stood on the table, the leg just fucking flew off. And I also flew off the table.
Vape is not okay.
What the fuck?
We're not even really in the group. Thanks for letting us in. Thanks to us all. well, it was nice. It was nice for the I don't know, like a few months that we're like, what's it? It's like featured. It's like, do you know a song where it's the artist, we're the featured. We're just kind of there, popping in and out.
Yeah. Let's go.
Am I actually that intimidating?
Same.
Please follow my Instagram account. KM.market.
I would just like to apologise to start off with. I'd just like to apologise. Absolutely fucking no one. I don't give a shit.
In the future, chances are I'm going to be unemployed and living out of a van. So if I find out where any of you live, expect me to knock on your door and I will just live there for a while. Or park my van in your driveway, especially Ewan.
It was nice knowing you guys on Discord for a bit, and then all the girls, I don't know your names, you all look the same, but you seem very nice. A lot of brown hair ones and a lot of blonde hair ones, and they all look quite similar. Or maybe it's the same girl a lot of times.
I would say grasp every opportunity.
Oh,
you're such a fucking nerd.
I wish everyone the best. If anyone's lives go downhill, I will be in every alley that you see. So just please come and say hi.
If you need a lawyer, hopefully I will be one of them soon.
I need a bad bleep. Addison Rae, Charlie the baddest, and she got her waist. Yeah.
Is that your final words?
Yeah.
If I like you, I'll see you next year, and if I don't, then it's boring. I'm trying to find the poem. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun.
Firstly, don't care about what people think about what you wear. Also judge people for what they wear, because you can tell a lot.
I lost the game.
And thirdly, also be smart.
Be smart.
I'd like to say sorry to Hayden and Ewan for giving them my bottles of booze. Hayden, when we were at Hannah's party, when I handed him that strawberry daiquiri, if I knew what was about to happen, I would have pushed it.
But like a brick and basically the cock.
Yeah. I wish everyone the best, and everybody's partying and going their own ways. So hopefully there'll be good luck, and hopefully there'll be sometime soon, in however many years' time, when we can have like a reunion or whatnot to see how everybody got on and what everybody's plans are for the proper adult life, I suppose.
I don't know what to say, honestly.
Well, you've only heard Matthew's voice, you've never actually seen him.
Yeah. Look how cute he is.
Look at him.
Yeah. Look, this
Zoom
is
in on his face.
the Matthew 26.
Zoom in on it. Look at it.
In the blood, in the flesh.
Take off your glasses.
Yeah, go on.
It's Simon, right?
He looks like a hamster.
Well, you know, me and Joe, the one thing we did learn from English, education.
Contrary to many beliefs, I'm not a simp, but I still have a huge fucking ego.
I hope that, well, you know, when everyone leaves and stuff, it's all, you know, good. Everyone can go up and do their thing.
Just like to say thank you to everyone for putting up with me, because I'm quite a handful. So me, and Ewan, yes, and Patrick, and Cameron. You're not all getting rid of me. I'm still gonna be alive, hopefully. And I wish you all the best in life, but don't fuck it up, because then you'll be with her in her van in people's driveways.
Shut up, Neil. Yeah, that's really good.
My head's not that small. I'm not a pea head.
I don't care what anyone fucking says. Fox will always be the best car going in Aberdeen. That's all I have to say.
I wouldn't have had the 6 years any other way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had it with any other people.
Still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I'd got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse of how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes. Turn and face the sides, but never leave the stream of warm and permanent sand. So the days float through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes. Turn and face the strange. Changes. Don't tell them to grow up out of it. Changes. Turn and face the strange. Changes. Where's your shame you've left us up to our next event? Time may change me. You can't twist time. Strange fascination fascinating me. Our changes are taking the pace I'm going through. Changes. Turn and face the strange. Changes. Ooh, look out, you rock and rollers. Changes. Turn and face the strange. Changes. Pretty soon now you're gonna get older. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I said that time may change me, but I can't trace time.
Maybe in 15 years we all have a big reunion and we can refilm this